Evening all, how we doing? Oh, give me 1 second, I miscalculated. How we doing? I was just trying out something strange. My much better half brought home some South Asian sweets, I think she said they were. I think that's what she said they were. Yeah, they are tasty and a little bit strange, but tasty. And I slightly miscalculated on the fact they were going to make my hands sticky. Or at least that last one did. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. How are we all doing anyway? Slightly late kickoff, but not as late as some days have been lately, to be honest. Just not bad going, given how crazy busy I have been today. I've been pretty much non-stop all day. And made 2 videos today, and both of which are up, so you want something to watch after the stream? No shortage. And, yeah, did a whole mountain of stuff around the house as well. So, yeah, I have been busy. Productive, but, yeah, busy one. So, Atomfall. I've been looking forward to this, not terribly surprisingly, since Saturday when we last played. Technically Sunday for me, because I kind of did a thing. Which is to say, I jumped back in and basically replayed everything we'd already played in a very slightly different order, and that actually changed a few things. So we are technically slightly before where we stopped on Saturday night. Just to say, we need to do at least part of the interchange that we've already explored again. That'll be fine. Otherwise, the major changes that I got, well, 2 changes I got. I grabbed the battery from Molly in Suttondale, the trader, early. And then when I went to the interchange the first time, I already had that in my pocket. So I had 2 batteries when I was there, instead of just the one that you find when you first arrive. And immediately went over to the same storage room, Delta or whatever it was, and switched that on, powered that up with the second battery that I had. Allowing me to grab the skill magazine thing for the gun upgrades. I still haven't got enough skill points to actually use that yet, but I've got the magazine. So that's cool. Then I went on from there, did a couple extra bits around Slatendale and headed off to Wyndham and did all the stuff in the village that we'd previously done. That meant I got one phone call, which I can't really remember the details of, that I hadn't previously had. I don't think it was particularly exciting. I'll see if I can find it in my journal when we get into the game in a second, but I don't think it was exciting. But I was going to go back to the interchange and access that through... Let's skip this. This is a bit over the top, this Gene. Yeah, I was going to access that through the Wyndham Village entrance, which we did last time. Except that as soon as I stepped inside, it triggered a something that didn't happen last time. I think probably because I was coming back after having turned on the first data area. So I think I would have gotten to that today anyway, but in a different scenario. So we're going to run back through that bit of the Wyndham side of the interchange and hopefully hear that stuff again, and then pick it up from there and head back into Slatendale and do some bunkers and possibly even make our way into Custerfell Woods. We'll see. That's the plan today. Anyway, so how are we doing, folks? Evening to you. Welcome. First off the mat. First off the mat? What? Mark. That's the word I'm looking for. It was going to be one of those days, apparently. Evening, Wolfie. How's it going? Evening, Joe. Welcome on in. Yeah, the other thing that was good about this is I knew this time not to buy any weapons from traders, and not to buy, well, except one weapon, and not to buy any tools, especially from traders. So I was able to grab the metal detector and the torch and all the weapons and stuff that I wanted just out in the world, which meant I was able to kind of be much better equipped at this stage than I was previously. So that's cool. I've got loads more healing stuff stored away and that sort of thing. I've also got, I found 2 SMGs, which I didn't have before. There were Sten guns, which is really cool. And kind of makes sense as well, because it's not that long after the end of the Second World War. That was 45, and this is 62, I think. So, yeah. Like, just over 15 years, 17 years, isn't it? So I've got a couple of those. I'm not going to use them because automatic weapons in this game seem like a terrible idea given the limited ammo you can carry. And I really haven't got much SMG ammo anyway. I think I sold what I did have. And the other thing I found was I got several more Lee Enfield rifles. Instead of the one I had previously, I think I've got 4 now, which should be enough before long to rapidly upgrade that to its best tier. And the same thing for the revolver and some other stuff. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So yeah, really doing much better on the gear front than we were doing. Yeah, I had a real laugh with getting my first Lee Enfield, first 2 in fact. I was coming up to the quarry in the middle of Slattendale. Let's get this rolling and we'll have a look in a minute. And I was at the end of the bridge, sort of looking down into the quarry. And there's 4 guys just stood together, 4 outlaws, stood around at the bottom of one of the vehicles down there. And I'm just sitting on top of this bridge looking down at them going, this is too good an opportunity to miss. So I pulled out a grenade. Boop, right into the middle of the group, bang, all of them in one shot with the grenade. Then somebody else comes wandering over and goes, oh, there's a body here. And I went, yeah, no, great. Pull out my rifle, went bang right in his head, and that was the end of that. Nobody else knew what was going on. So I dropped down there, looted those guys, and one of them had a Lee Enfield. Then I climbed back up to move towards the interchange for the first trip in there. And as I did so, spotted a patrol, one of which had an outlaw patrol, one of which had another Lee Enfield. So I snuck around them and ambushed them. And the first sort of 3 guys walked past me, and I let them go past me, and then I just mollied them from behind. So they all went up in flames. And then 2 other guys came along, and I just kind of leant around the corner with the Lee Enfield and went bang. And I took those guys down very, very easy. I went lean because you can't, but snuck around the corner and shot those guys. So yeah, that was me with 2 Lee Enfields before he even got into the interchange, so I was quite happy about that. And then after that, I got a couple more quite easily as well. One of them, I think, was on the way out of the interchange, which we'll talk about in a bit. And the other one, I can't remember. That might come from Wooden Village, because there's one just lying around there, isn't there? So yeah, all in all, I had really quite a successful little time there. So we are right outside the interchange door. Yeah, and I've already turned on Data Store Delta. That's the one we turned on. But we're at the Wooden Village entrance, and I need to explore this area again because yeah, it was going to trigger something when I went in. There's stuff in Wyndham Village, apparently, that I haven't looked at. Two rumoured locations. Okay. Scuthermore, presumably Casterfell Woods. Okay, that's not very exciting. Scuthermore, can't check out yet. Casterfell Woods, can't check out yet. Slattendale, if we have a look at the map. Yeah, so that's where the water wheels are. That's the rail yard. That's the interchange entrance. This is where I haven't actually been around here this time, the Outlaws base is. And this section through here, I think, yeah, this section through here is all quarry. And it was here that they were hanging out. And I just sat on this bridge, which is broken in the middle, just grenaded into the middle. And then they were coming back towards the base, and I ambushed them right outside it, like here. It was here it was. Quite effective, to say the least. Went well. I currently have 4 skills, but 4 skill training stims or whatever they are. But I need to unlock the gunsmith 7, so hopefully we'll be doing something about that before too terribly long. So my current inventory is actually pretty Spartan. I've got a knife and a Lee Enfield and a pistol, which is fine. I've got plenty of explosives, I've got some healing, and I'm not carrying anything else because I really want the space to pick stuff up. But if we ever run upstairs, this is the Wind Village entrance, by the way, behind us there. Can leg it upstairs. In the pneumatic dispatch tube, which is my storage, I've got Sten guns, 2 of, so I could upgrade those if I wanted. I've got 1, 2, 3 more Lee Enfields, Incidentally, to upgrade, when I've got the gunsmith perk, I need 2 rusty ones to combine in order to make a serviceable version, whatever the mid-tier is. And then I need 2 mid-tier ones in order to make a single pristine top-tier version of the gun. So having 4 of these should be enough to get me there. Depends whether or not I've got enough crafting materials for it, which I might even do. We'll see. I've got 8 gun oil, so it's not impossible, but I don't know. I've got a bunch of healing stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 revolvers if I want to upgrade those. I probably don't. I will probably favour the semi-automatic pistol, to be honest. But I might go revolver if I have plenty of stuff to upgrade with. Got a whole bunch of extra meds here. And a few explosives as well. So I am absolutely stocked with stuff. You can see a bit better there. $37 items. Yep, doing all right. So, on that joyous note, let's repeat the interchange bit and see what the new thing is. Oh, I was going to have a look to see if a bit of information was there. No, nothing there. So I heard about a signal redirector. Alf suggested I get the guy in the pub. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. Dr. Garrow was apparently a scientist and fairly high up scientist in the interchange and the Windscale project, whatever it may have been, and has apparently been captured and imprisoned by the protocol folks, the army guys in Skethermore. So I will possibly need to find her at some point. And these are the things I've kind of got going on. Atomic batteries, a lot of information there about that. Wyndham Village entrance, which we'll dive into this. Hearing voices, so that is get a special tonic from Mother Jago in Casterfell Woods for the crazy guy at the bakery in the village, or for his wife to give to her. For her to give to him, rather. Voice on the telephone. Oh, that was it. Yeah, voice on the telephone suggested that it might be better equipped to help me escape the quarantine zone rather than trusting anybody else. How are we doing, MB, right? And strange noises from below. Oh, yeah, that's the site manager going down into the lower section of the building site on the other side to... yeah, and I'll need to follow that up to get the key to the site office, won't I? That's pretty thick. So...
Hello? Hello? The instrument's just registered an emergency access. To whoever's in here, I mean you no harm. This is Joyce Tanner. I was part of the investigation team on Convoy 5. And, well, I don't know how you got into this place, but it's bloody marvellous. I'm in Data Store Charlie. Get to me if you can.
There we go. Somebody from Convoy 5 is in Data Store Charlie. Joyce Tanner, I think she said her name was. Making inroads into the rat population here. Oof. Didn't need my weapon in the end. So Joyce Tanner. Joyce appears in data store Charlie. Appears to have followed me into the interchange and has the presence of the loudspeaker system set up in data store Charlie and wants me to come meet her. Okay. Sounds like she followed me in. That's interesting. Well, probably won't be addressing that yet, but we might. You never know. Torch out. So looks like I can get through here towards Oberon. I think that leads to, yeah, the central processor. So it's the way forward. Main reception, I'm pretty sure I can't get access to that. I don't think there's any power right now anyway. And looking at this, I seem to remember there's a lot of toxic stuff in here from last time. Ah, in regards to the filter. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense to me. Bit of a delay by the time it gets to me. Context is usually left by then. Medical, still can't get in there. To be free of the voices. 12th November 1957, 23 days since the quarantine. There is no way to put the... I mean, I could maybe move the... I might be the play, actually. Hang on a minute. I was just thinking what am I going to do with my camera window. Better late than never, but I think if I move it up, that might actually help, mightn't it? Give me a minute. I'll see if I can do this without causing havoc. Going up. Beep, 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 beep. My hope is I can put this somewhere with minimal impact on... the UI, which isn't really an ideal arrangement here, is there? Yeah, you're missing one button press there. What was that new one I just got? About voices, wasn't it? There we go, to be free of the voices. Reference to Christopher Woods. I think you can just about see enough there. I can't move much higher anyway. I think I'd rather move a tiny little bit lower, actually. Try it again. Yeah, I think that's better. Right. So hopefully you'll be able to see the UI a little bit better this way. How you doing, Cal? You alright? Anything else on this here, scientist? Gun oil, spores. I can't take alcohol or cloth because I am fully stocked up apparently. So anyway, where were we? 23 days since quarantine. Second day event is showing growth now. Still unsure of its origin. There is blue glow emanating from store Alpha, but doors remain sealed. 179 days since quarantine. Emergency supplies low. Continuing to await rescue. Heard voices from store Alpha. Impossible. Growth may present. Growth present in many corners. Not pleasant, but palatable. I heard her. The voices chatter and murmur, but Helen's was amongst them. Isn't she dead? Isn't everyone dead? But her voice was so loud. It spoke of the spot where you used to swim and our moonlit escapes. She wants to be free of the voices too. Location has been repeatedly circled on a map of Christopher Woods. Coordinates listed. Cool. So yeah, that was a place some people went skinny dipping. Starting fights in Avowed. Kind of what it's all about, isn't it? Powder. Might have been the wrong button. I to recall I pressed the button somewhere around here, it turned things on, but now also wondering if I'm misremembering that. Doesn't look like there is anything here to switch on. Castafell Woods exit, okay. Can only be open from the outside, these. Have to find each entrance in the local area. I'm pretty stocked up right now. Power supply report, March 1953. Ahem. Hydroelectric turbines at the dam are still providing suitable power levels across the wider research site. It will soon prove impractical for Interchange to rely on this source of energy. Windscale and its fissile product generation is a self-contained system, so we must make upgrades to the Interchange itself. Preliminary results from the atomic battery project are promising, and it's proposed we support the Interchange with such power sources going forward. Power output exceeds expectations in quantity and stability and should alleviate the strains that the processor and its data stores are currently exerting on the facility. Dr. Garrow and her team, we know she's currently held in Skethermore prison by soldiers, have already compiled a full proposal of upgrades to the data stores, and I would suggest she take the reins going forward. Okay. I do still feel like I turned on some power on this side, and I can't quite see how. Maybe I imagined it. I just saw Alpha and Bravo are both this way, are they? Okay. Data store Alpha. Playing too many games at once. Trying to press, I think, the control for the interrupt button in avowed there. SNG ammo. If one bullet for an automatic weapon is not particularly helpful. Especially not in video games. Ah yes, I seem to remember going in there would be a very poor choice, yes. All fun and games until somebody gets irradiated. Where is data store Bravo then? Supposed to be this way, I think. Charlie Delta. Where's Bravo then? That must be Bravo over there then, I guess. Makes sense. It's in relation to the rest of the map. It's the same sort of shape, and it's the same position in or a similar position in relation to control sensor. Okay. So we've been here before. And Bravo is that way, yeah, I thought so. So that door's not powered up and opened yet. I'll have to come in from Skethermore, I guess, to open that? Yeah, probably. Now, as we can see, Data Store D is online, because that's what we turned on at the end of the last session, and I did it earlier in my run through this time, which is why we got the lady's voice when we arrived this time, because I turned that on, and then she came in behind me. And there's also that laser down there, which I believe is a turret. I'm going to get spooked again. So she's in there. That's Bravo, and then there's the robotics area is over that way. Well, mate, tackling the robotics seems a bit premature to me. So yeah, we came in here last time, turned it all on, didn't we? Which is also done. That's where I put the battery I got from Molly. As we can see, there is a turret. And we know from exploring the lower levels there are also robots walking around in there, which is not terribly shocking given that it's a robotics area. But big angry barred robots are not your friends, generally speaking. Getting through in there without getting slaughtered would probably be challenging. There, you saw the light flickering there? There? It's because there's a robot under there. We saw it from through the doors from below. So yeah, I think it's probably a bit soon for diving into that, probably. Okay. There we go. So there are batteries at the dam in Casterfell Woods. Fine. Explore the robotics facility. Orders from Magravine. That's also somebody in Casterfell Woods, I believe. Yeah. Is there anything else that relates to it? No, pretty much everything else I've got. Bakery. Relates to... there's Mother Jago as well. So yeah, this stuff should relate to Casterfell Woods as well. So we'll tackle robotics later. But for now... let's go and see about the lady who's in here, because this is new. Interesting. Avoid the sparky wires. They hurt, apparently.
Hello? Who's there?
That'd be me.
Well, gosh. This is a surprise. When I saw movement, I thought it might be one of those awful feral goblins some people seem to have turned into.
Goblins.
You don't look like a goblin, though. Or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you?
So, actually, there's a thing I want to do. Right, we'll do it this way then. You'll reload that quick saves because I wanted to... She said Convoy 5, didn't she? And I want to try and remember which Convoy 5 was. See what I can recall of it. Because there was a helicopter one and then there was a road convoy. I can't remember which was which. Convoy 5, there we are. Convoy 5's air transports fitted with state-of-the-art power systems, high confidence in their ability to penetrate interference fields, surround the zone without damage, invent of uncontrolled landing, hold position, do not attempt to leave the zone, communicate with local inhabitants, do not approach any abandoned scientific establishments that remain under quarantine. And yet, I'm pretty sure somebody in that convoy was supposed to sort of sneak off and try and get in here, which is presumably her. Masks said we're going to take us to the castle help, so they were ambushed. Though one of them was the one on road was ambushed by so Convoy 5 apparently has both air transport and ground transport. And they were ambushed on the ground as well as having falling out of the air. Is that the case? I'm a little confusulated. So yeah, this is convoy wreckage. That helicopter crash site is also part of the convoy, I think. Oh, by the way, the first SMG I got, the Sten gun, it was in here. Slattendale. So Punkale 6 we're going to go to in a bit. There's the rail yard, sewer entrance, that's where Molly is. There's Wyndham Village, interchange. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if she came in on a helicopter or by land, which I wanted to try and find out a bit more about, really.
Who's there? Well, gosh. This
I
is
think I'm dressed fairly similar to her, actually.
When I saw movement, I thought it might be one of those awful feral goblins some people seem to have turned into. You don't look like a goblin, though. Or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you?
Someone trying to survive, same as you. Does it matter who any of us are? What business is it of yours? Just someone's like, oh, let's be agreeable. Not put her back up for now.
Well, I can't argue with that. We find ourselves in very strange times.
True
You
enough.
haven't immediately tried to kill me, at least. That's a pleasant change. Sometimes I think I'm the only sane one left in the zone. I'm Joyce, by the way. Joyce Tanner. How'd you do? Well, we can put questions of identity aside, I think, seeing as I should be thanking you. I gather that you're the one who's responsible for restoring the power supply here. I've been trying to get in here for simply ages. I've just about given up hope.
So she was sent in as part of the convoy to investigate what happened, apparently. Prying, friendly, what is this place? Let's find out more about her.
My, but you're full of satiable curiosity, aren't you? Well, I've nothing to hide. There was an expeditionary convoy sent in a few months ago. And Muggins here was seconded to it. I'm a communications specialist. Girl boffin, the squaddies call me. They needed us ladies to hold up the science end of things. I was drafted in, along with a Dr. Garrow. They say she was a big name here. Before
Interesting.
disaster. Anyway, the expedition did not go swimmingly, let me tell you.
No, it did not.
We barely made it into Slattendale when the bridge was blown out from under us, and the convoy wrecked.
There we go.
Before we knew what was happening, we were beset by a horde of whooping maniacs in masks. It was awful.
Oh, yeah, they came in by road, okay. People in masks ambushed the convoy. How did you make it out? Were there any other survivors? How did you make it out?
Well, I grabbed a gun and ran. It was the only sane thing to do. I think I may well be the sole survivor of the convoy. But things are certainly looking up now we're in here. Isn't it a remarkable sight? The interchange in all its glory. I was beginning to think I'd never see the inside of it. Think of all the secrets that might be hidden here.
She's a bit sus, this lady. Any idea what it was for? What you're going to do now you're here? Maybe we shouldn't be here. Didn't come to this place for a reason? If you've got a plan, let's skip to it. What were you doing now you're here?
I'll do what I'm best at. Tinkering around with other people's kit. The important thing is that we're in here, and I cannot overstate my delight that you managed it. Now, finally, there's a chance I can get into the communication systems proper. And listen, we don't need to trust each other just yet. But maybe we can work together. It's a bit of a two-person job, this.
Let's let me get out of the zone. Things to do on my own. I'm listening.
Look, if I can get a message through the interference field, I should be able to sort out an exit for us. I'd need a whole array of transmitters to punch through the interference, though. There are a few radio towers across the area that should do the trick. I've restored power to them, but I seem to be locked out of their controls. The operators must have isolated the towers from the network when the quarantine was declared. But look, if you could find each tower and release the security lock, I can fiddle around this end and try to use the array to blast out a signal. Here, I'll give you map coordinates for each tower. Good luck. Do your best. And try not to get eaten by any goblins.
We've wound up in a fantasy world all of a sudden. So, Joyce might help me escape if I can help her get a message out. Survivor of a military convoy. Need to activate some towers to get a message out. Either way, I'm probably not getting out of here without help, but with the situation I'm in, I don't entirely trust anybody who's offering help either so far, including her. So, what we're going to do next is find out this thing. Okay, Castle Woods, Skethermore and Slattendale. Of course, there's one in each. Radio tower marked on map. Radio tower marked on map. Radio tower marked on map. Okay. Let's have a look at... Well, there's not much point in worrying about those. Slattendale one. So that's over here. Okay. So I want to come this way to Bunker L6. One of the other things I did this time that I didn't do the first time was go into the Slate Mine Caves. So when you come out of the first bunker you start in, which is Bunker 8, I think? Yeah. You can go this way. This is where the first guy we met was. Or you can come up here towards the helicopter crash and the first bunker we went into. But this Slate Mine connects back down here and also connects to Skethermore. And there's a guy in it called Ridge who will trade with you if you don't shoot him. So, yeah, I met him. He was all right. He talked about hearing voices in underground and stuff. So that was interesting. Seems to be a lot of people hearing voices. And he also... yeah, I think he also mentioned the convoy as well. But... I can't remember the name of the guy who was here. I think it's Alf's brother, anyway, who was here that we met early on. I pursued a slightly different dialogue option, I guess, because he told me where Bunker L6 was, which is apparently a good place to explore. So I want to do that. I think what we'll do is try and hit the radio tower first, probably because I think sneaking around there will be easy enough, and then make our way to the bunker afterwards. However, there's a bit of an issue here. Because when I turned the data center on, I left this way again. No, look at that. Them's big old machine gun turrets. And they are not friendly to me. How, what's her name? Has Joyce managed to dodge them? I don't know. Burning torch here. Not sure what that's doing there either. I seem to recall those being here last time I was here, which was somewhat ominous. On the one hand, they were somewhat helpful in taking down the outlaws that came in after me, those turrets. On the other hand, they were not as efficient as I would have been on my own, and they also opened fire on me a couple of times. Sound like Daleks. Not sure how I can convince the turrets that I'm meant to be here, though. It would be helpful if I could. Okay, right, we're out. Moving forward. So, that'll be the radio tower over there, won't it? It's also right in the middle of the Outlaws base, though, which is somewhat suboptimal. Oh, incidentally, I took the disarm trap skill instead of the thick skin skill this time. Because, yeah, it just seemed a bit more useful to me, to be honest. I don't see much of my legs, although I'm sure I have seen them before. There we go, that's fine. I'm wearing jeans and boots from the look of it. I was wondering if I'm wearing similar clothes to Joyce there. I think I kind of am, but I'm not entirely sure. There's some outlaws. Still wish I had binoculars. How are you doing, Jake? Yes, this is, what, part 4, I think? We're on? I did technically start over, but I basically ran through everything the same as I did before anyway, with a couple of little differences that we discussed earlier. So, oh, maxed out on herbs, that's a revelation. Yeah, we are way into the game. It's good though, I'm enjoying it. I have a visitor who was very insistent on coming through the door. Let's run back, so I'm guessing that she's trying to tell us something. Looks like. Flandale radio tower, hiding out in a cave in the quarry. To the survivor who finds this, I had to desert my post. Locals from the village have taken up arms and looting the area like bandits. They've gone completely mad. There's a cave below in the waterlogged quarry below this radio tower that I'm going to hide out in. I'm locking the console out so the outlaws can't use it. Not that I've had anything from outside. Not that I've heard anything from the outside the zone in days. So if you need access, come and find me. P.S. Bring help if you can. Don't know how long I'll last. Okay. Come on again. So I need a specific key card. And yeah, I am here. They are underneath down here. Actually getting to them there might be easier said than done. Bard employee took the Slutendale radio tower card to a cave nearby. Alright. Yeah, doing good. Yeah, definitely enjoying this game so far. I certainly would say it's a lot of fun. Oh, shite. I did not see the trap though, I just walked right through. Still, seems nobody else heard it going off either, so... Alright, so I'm not trespassing here, but they will still jump me if they see me, so, you know. Yeah, it's the other entrance to the slate mine. We'll connect back up to the top if I wanted to go that way. So, allegedly, there's a cave somewhere around here that I need to find.
have no trouble from you, all right? Come on then, sons. You bugger.
Oh, shite. Oh, no, you don't.
Game's up for you.
You lot are in definitely more trouble than I am. Well, I don't really want to depopulate the area, but I would also like to know where that fella came from. Presumably behind there, and I just didn't see him. It nearly went terribly poorly. I'm thinking it would be really cool to play this game on mostly the hardest difficulty. There's not actually a lot of difference between that and where I am right now, apart from scarcer resources and you lose ammo when you reload. This is being really annoying. If you reload a partial magazine, that is, you will lose ammo. So, you know, the extra challenge does seem like it could potentially work quite well and be fun in this game. Okay. I think I'm going to drop that. Take that. That works for me. Actually took a bit more damage than I thought I had there. Let's use that. Most of the way it's been healthy. So I think that'll be the cave I need to spot. Like a cave. I hadn't anticipated it being quite so damp down there, so that's a thing. So even though I can upload the revolver, being able to land shots like that with the semi-auto pistol really makes it seem more appealing to me. It does just... It's just easy to land shots with that thing, I think. Yeah, a big sign that says no army probably won't keep the army out if they want to come in. That's the bridge there that I was sat on when I grenaded a bunch of outlaws in order to... Oh, this doesn't look promising. In order to steal their gear. Ooh. I have concerns. Oh, that's actually went better than I was expecting. Oh, yeah, Steel Commando lunchbox. Metal warfare. 3 of how British scientists create Mark I indestructible robot to battle Germans in World War II. Yeah. What we got? Radiation resistance recipe and painkillers. Do I know this one? Do now. Craft rad resistance. Got a whole bunch of plans that I've learnt along the way as well. Found a couple of extra plans from stashes and just from good luck. So that's gone quite well. Oh, there's a bard crate over there. Yep. Look, I knew there were going to be leeches in the water that would attack me. Just had trap written all over it, didn't it? Training stimulant, nice. Chemicals, shotgun ammo. Training stimulant's the thing I want most out of that lot. Reckon knew there'd be leeches in the water. The buggers. So I guess what I'm going to have to attempt. It's a big leap as far that way as I can so that I can get up onto that thing. There's a dead guy over there. How's my mouth look? He's a bandage, actually. I'm going to craft a couple of these, actually. Yeah, just suddenly wonder if I was crafting the right thing for a minute. It's telling me there's landmarks undiscovered. Anyway, if I use one of these, it'll heal me up and it'll give me bleed resistance. So, I didn't actually need it in the end anyway, but thought I might. So, it was not a bad idea to be careful. Here's the cave. I'm surprised the outlaws haven't found him. Actually, I don't know that they haven't, under the circumstances. You leave a note saying, I'm going here to hide from the outlaws. If the outlaws can read, then they'll know where you are, won't they? So they didn't survive. Meds, nice. Crate with meat and rifle ammo in it. Don't need the rifle ammo apparently. Slattendale radio power keycard. Some more rifle ammo down here if I need it. Nice. That went alright. Don't see any sign of bad guys. How doing happily, you alright? Yeah, the previous episodes are up on the channel. First one is on the live page, and the rest are on a playlist. So you should be able to find that easily enough, I think. Just I hope so, if I've done my job right. You'd rather watch it than play it. It's, I mean, the difficulty-wise, you can customize it a lot. So, if there's aspects that you don't really get into, in terms of the difficulty... Ooh, how did I get away with that? I do not know. Yeah, if there's aspects of the difficulty you're not into, for example, you can make those a bit easier. Or, you know, turn up the bits that you do like of the challenge, stuff like that. But yeah. It's very, very cool. Right. So now I can get back to the radio tower. If I go around, hopefully I won't get ambushed. No worries. Nothing else. Weekend's coming up, so you can catch up there, can't you? To be honest, I'm kind of tempted just to see if I can't snipe my way through the outlaw base and see what there is to take. Because, mind you, I don't think I can carry that much, so... Yeah, there had to be something that was attached to around there. Grenade. One dude down there. It will be very easy to take out. He's got any mates though? I can't see him. I mean, it's tempting, isn't it? It's the fact I can't see any mates that has me alarmed. This is their base. And I know I just took a bunch of guys out, but still. 76 World of Warcraft and don't have a lot of time lately. Yeah. Definitely a challenge to find time for everything, I know that much. '76. Well, it's actually a damn good weekend for playing 76, as I covered in a video that went up just before the stream. So there's something there for you to watch if you want. And my camp build, most recent camp build, went up earlier today as well. Busy AF I've been today. Now, there you are. I'm really hoping I can just sneak up behind him. Oh, shit. Well...
What the... You've had it! Help me!
You've had it, you have. It's none of your mates are around. Suddenly realised I might be able to win that fight if I was careful. Fights get very, very dangerous in this game very, very quickly, so... Stuff like that, you do need to be careful. Interesting that, I'm just glad it wasn't an explosive I triggered. Do wish you could hide the bodies, though. At least to some degree. I know, Jason Kingsley... Oh, L5, there's a bunker there. That's cool, I didn't see that. Jason Kingsley, he's the CEO at Rebellion, or one of the founders at Rebellion, was talking about they're careful not to bite off more than they can chew, as a company. It's one of the reasons why he thinks that whilst... a lot of other game developers and stuff have had difficulties and made layoffs and things like that, they've actually continued to grow and keep hiring because they don't bite off more than they can chew, amongst other things. He stayed the polite side of being slightly smug about the fact that he hasn't had to sack anybody. And I don't blame him in the current climate, really. It's what you want to hear, really, isn't it? The same boat, well, similar boat as Larian in that regard, except Larian, hello, shiv recipe. I think I already know that, but I do. Do I? Yeah, I do. Ah, crap. Could be in a spot of bother here. I don't know if he's got friends with him. Yep, he has got friends with him. That's not good.
You. I see you. Yeah. Hell's teeth.
Okay, looks like I'm going to use that. Did I get any of them? Oh, crap. No, I did not. I am in trouble. Come on, that blatantly hit a guy's head. I think that's why I'm hitting this, because and it's blurry because I can't actually land the shot. That's interesting. I just learned a thing. How are we doing, Gray? All right? Good trade out in the shift plan. Yes. I'm not sure who will want it the most, but it's definitely welcome. Well, it was. I do like these old school bolt actions. There is something fundamentally cool about them. Like compared to modern guns, which don't get me wrong, are obviously way better in every measurable manner, just about anyway. There's a style thing about the old bolt actions that modern stuff just doesn't have. Don't really want to place truncheon. Spiked club either. Ammo, definitely do want that. Yeah, I love that. I don't remember where the heck I was. I was behind there, wasn't I? So, shooting out this way, I lobbed the grenade, and I think it landed behind the wall here somewhere. Didn't actually get anybody, which is a bit disappointing. Ooh, another Lee, which I don't need, but... let's be honest, compared to, say, the axe... it's definitely going to be worth more, I would think. Probably. My confidence on that sleepman is dying rapidly here. Well, they might still have more friends out there who'll come looking around the area, but for the minute... I'll put this place to myself. I've stocked back up on all my rifle ammo, so that's cool. Good, good, good. Glad you're doing well. Considerably better kitted out this time, although I have just used some of my gear. Mind you, no point in having it if you don't use it, is there? So. I saw some other ammo somewhere. I think they're dead and not this in. Oh, there he is. I don't think he had any ammo on him, did he? No, scrap and a cricket bat. So, we've got a bunker here. They are set up shop outside of, or inside of. Go and have a poke around, hadn't we? Boss could be anywhere. Don't know where the boss is. He took some fellas off on one of his jaunts. Could be anywhere. I don't think it's daft enough to be on the lake. Anyway, he'd need a boat. I'll send you a runner when he comes back. The boss is not here, apparently. Ooh, arrows. Nice. So betting he comes back whilst I'm in here. That's a whiskey. That's quite cool because, well, alright, I'll take that, that's fine. Wouldn't be a bad idea to make some an additional Molotov, would it? Still very annoying to me that there's, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Marked locations that like that icon won't go away, is bugging me. Anybody else? Oh, just key items. That should have gone, but didn't because it was unhelpful like that. I was going to craft a Molotov, wasn't I? I could craft a makeshift grenade, but I think I'm happy with a Molotov for now. Other comments for that? Quite high on the scrap and stuff. I think scrap's probably more useful for something else. So let's chuck. Yeah, that's cool. Cool, we're mostly stuck back up again already. Just worth it. Pneumatic dispatch tube, very nice. Could store that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that for now. Makes sense. This is the remains of a bunker. Of course there's a tube here. So sorted scrap. Gunpowder, pistol ammo. I'm not complaining about that. Spuds. Mollies. Recipe's going to be worth more than spuds are, that's for sure. Know how to craft them already, but hey. Poison. I know that I want the poison really, but at the very least I can sell it, can't I? Inventory's not full. Oh, unless it's a crafting resource, which is possible. Yeah, must be. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Right, let's head back up top then. How long will it be till I'm running around with a claymore? If such a thing is available, it'll probably happen. Something like that would be a hilarious sort of single one-off unique thing to include in the game.
It's working. Are you reading me over at the tower? Oh, I hope so. Smashing work. That's one tower reading green on my console.
Something like that, yeah.
Keep it up and we'll have ourselves a working array in no time. And I've been doing some digging myself. They buried the Meteus information well, but I found a few threads to follow. Talk to you about it soon.
she seems willing to be somewhat forthcoming, which is pleasantly unexpected. So, next stop, Bunker L6. Actually, no, next stop is go see Molly and sell some of this stuff if I can. If she's got anything valuable to pick up. And after that, we'll go to the bunker. She's not very far from it anyway, so... Now, there might be some baddies over here. Down there is where I got my first Lee Enfield. By lobbing a grenade into an entire crowd of bad guys who did not see it coming, and then were like, what's that? Oh no! And then they went pop. And get progress. Frame's a bit up and down all of a sudden, but don't have everything, I suppose. Bloody leeches. Literally. That was over there. Here we go, Traders Camp.
Hello again.
Hello there. What have we got to sell? Nothing particularly good from the look of that. Some meds. That's about it. Honestly, I'll buy some meds. I'm not surprised she likes the Molotov plan there. See about buying that. Still a little bit in my favour, according to her. There we go. Anything else I'd like to get rid of instead? Not really. Don't think she's got anything else worth having. She does not. And it looks like it's a different colour to the others, so that might just be the background it's on. No, I think it does actually appear to be a different colour to the others. Weird. Maybe it's just she's made using different cloth. I've got to spare one of these, haven't I? So give her that, and maybe... I mean, I don't really need this, but... The Enfield and a load of shotgun shells is not enough to convince her to give it part with that key, huh? I mean, I could sell her a Molotov. Part with it pronto then. You know what?
Nice trading with you.
Not worth it.
You need anything, Molly will be here.
Wonderful. So, the next bunker I want to check out is around the back of those houses. No, around the front of those houses and up that way. Okay. Now, I saw a bunch of bad guys over here. I saw a bad guy. They're wandering off, I'm not sure. Alright. There's a few of them over there, but... think we're in the clear for the minute. Yeah, we might get a bow later on today. Lovely. Maybe. See how the time goes. So what we've got down here then. Potentially quite a bit of trouble. I've not been in here before, so see how it goes. Bunker L6. Right. This is the one that, what's his name? The first fellow we met at the top of the hill told me about. Said he'd had a nosy in here, but hadn't really cleaned it out. He also said don't take anything you don't need, like leave it for other scavengers, but yeah. Sounds like ferals. Because it is. God knows how we made it out of medical, but somehow we managed to escape through the caves with all hell breaking loose. No one can understand how containment protocols have failed so completely. Consequences there were consequences if there was an atmospheric release are unthinkable. Okay. For now, we have more immediately pressing concerns. Dr. Fisher is manifesting the early symptoms of primary exposure and infection, just as we've seen in all the test animals. Now, we all know there's nothing we can do but wait and observe, perhaps provide some measure of mercy at the end. The worst of it is that Fisher knows that too. I assume the infection turns him into this. Wish me luck. Oh shit, he's got friends. Woo! So I'm infected. That's not good. Contracted some strange infection. As it took hold, I began to hear voices in my head. They told me to join with us and listen to the voice. Oh shit. Evening, Steve. How are you doing? If I'd known there was going to be more of them around the corner, I'd have probably mollied. Come up with a better plan of attack, but, you know. That's half the fun, isn't it? So the infection might be slowly wearing down. I'd like to know more about the debuff, to be honest. Can. But I don't know. I don't think I need tea, to be honest. One of those are definitely more appealing. Pistol ammo is what I would like. I'm not overburdened with health, am I? No, so let's use one of these. Keep your ears pinned back. Nice. Yeah, shit. Eat shoe leather, you squeaky git. Okay. Ooh. Art crate. Training stem. Stuff I can't carry. How the 6 skill points? Still need one more, don't I, before I can get the skill I really want. A decent chance I might find that though in here. One abandoned shoe is a little bit ominous. There's another abandoned shoe. Frankly, isn't any less ominous. Slammo, fuck yeah. Gun oil, fuck yeah. Training stim. So that is the skill we want. Gunsmith. Thank you very much. Got it. So I can now upgrade weapons if I have the right stuff. So for example, the stock and then pristine. So stock's the middle tier. Pristine is the top tier. So I can make a improved the infield. I don't have a second pistol to improve that with, unfortunately. I do have plenty of stuff to upgrade. Shotguns and revolvers and stuff. I don't have a rifle on me, but I will soon get an upgrade on that. Feel sorry for anyone with pet rats who apply into playing this. Yeah, one of my mates keeps rats. And he is playing this, incidentally. Gun oil is particularly valuable because you need that for upgrading guns. Still, I don't know there's a vast amount of consolation, but there is a sizable difference between the kind of rats that one keeps as a pet and the kind of crazy-ass sewer rats that are a problem here. So, let's take one of those and craft a stock version of the Enfield, which I need 2 rifles, 2 gun oil and 5 scrap. So I've got more than enough for that. Nice. Now the pristine version would be available, which would require 2 stock versions, I think, when that goes away. Yeah, 2 stock versions, 3 gun oil, and 6. I can just jump straight to that. That is a no-brainer because, yeah, I like this gun a lot. So we're going to get another Lee and another Lee. We're going to craft, can I just jump to that? No, I can't. So I'm going to craft another stock one. And take the 2 stocks and make them into a pristine, which is going to wipe out a lot of my stuff. There we go. That was wholly worth it. I could go do the same with revolvers, but I probably don't have enough gun oil and stuff to do that with anything else right now. Yeah. So I now have a top tier, pristine condition bolt action sniper in the form of the Enfield, which I am rather happy about. Oof. Definitely happy about that. Building a better future. Ooh. Maybe a tiny little bit close to the Fallout stuff, but 2 more training stimulants already off the bat. Does beg the question what skill I will go for next, actually. Deep pockets. Cheers, more crafting supplies and ammo. That would not be a bad idea. Crafting speed, disarm traps, charisma, scavenger, fortitude, endurance training. Kick stun duration wouldn't be a bad one. Could have that, that's cool. Quiet takedown I could also have, which wouldn't be bad. Quiet movement I'd like. Surprise attack, do more damage. Big skin. There's a whole bunch of bow stuff over here. Throwable damage. Thrown weapons is fun, but so I could do that and then like go down that road for the stealth kills. Yeah. I'll hold off a minute before I do this. See how we go. What does Pristine offer? Let's have a look. So, stock version is high damage, low rate of fire, very high accuracy. So yeah, just better damage basically. I'm pretty sure if I were to check a basic one, that's basically all it improves. Weapons don't break in this, and I don't think they jam either. Well, no, they don't. Which is something that would be a fun addition to the mechanics. So, if they get a sequel to this, like weapon jamming and stuff like that, would be quite cool. There's a few bits like that they could add to enhance the experience, I think. It might be. Then you could turn that off in the difficulty, would be fine. So, notice a series of barely legible scrawls. Change inside, never quiet, not me, us. Ooh. Yeah. I've got to admit, it's just, I mean, maybe it changes in Skidmore, as there's a lot more military types around there, but I feel like there's just not really the ammo required for having SMGs as a weapon. I see that fella. And I see that one. I see that one. Ah, shite. Well, I've saved it. So if this goes badly, I'm going to leg it down there. Let's try our big shiny new gun out. Really surprised that initial shot didn't do the job, to be honest. Interesting typo there, Steve. Wish me luck. We live and we learn. Interchange access. British Atomic Research Division official memo, August 1957 to all employees. The new Slatendale entrance to the interchange is now accessible to staff. Entrance can be found at grid reference. Boom! So if you came in here early, then that would directly tell you exactly where it is. Note that construction work is still ongoing. Caution using this entrance is as advised. Yeah. It does look like it's in much better nick as well, and you see it in the light compared to the previous versions. I would like to have seen the stock version in better light as well in hindsight, but anyway. Anyway. Excuse me. The ammo. Not no room in my inventory, rather. That's absolutely pristine, yeah. Factory fresh. Possibly even better than that, because the stock version you think would be fairly pristine. We'll have a ride around back downstairs in a bit. I didn't manage to nick all the toilet roll, by the way, on this particular run through the Protocol HQ. Which felt like a failing on my part, really, that. Okay, I'm back where I started. That's not so bad. Cricket bat. Don't need one, but it's a cricket bat. I'm not scared, you're scared. There's some bells. Oh. I didn't mean to, I just didn't have any inventory space. do feel bad for letting the side down, though. There we go. Soon have this place cleaned out, I think. Nat, that was his name. Nat Buckshaw. Couldn't remember the guy's name. I knew it was something that seemed like an unusual one. What's in the box? Yes. Jesus Christ, that gave me a heart attack. Hot Bucket, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Oh, that's a year off my life at least. I appreciate that. And not popped up in chat, weirdly. I found the gun oil. I decided to do a second leap through here. Gun oil is rare enough that you don't want to miss it if you can avoid it. Creepy. Blue blood. Oop, I think I'm about to end up in the last room. Full inventory. Looking promising. Bzzz. Lots of buzzy bees. Nat managed to sneak through this and not got mutilated. He did well. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else I'm desperately in a rush to upgrade there. Maybe eventually, but for now. I suppose the antidote's going to help much with the infection I happen to have. Not any poison. But the infection seems to have died down, so... something at least. There we go. Nice. So, I think that brings us to a conclusion in Slattendale for now. So there's not a lot of bow skills that are really good, right? I can really take right now. So kick duration and weapon throw training are both appealing. Did I buy that? I didn't mean to. Crap. I accidentally just caught the spacebar with my back of my hand. I mean, that isn't a bad thing. Kick stun is very useful, especially up close. I think I'll leave that there, though, because I think that's of the ones that I to accidentally pick. That's definitely the one. Right, so leads. Let's have a look at those. There we go. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, and pretty much all of this takes me to Slattendale, Forest. What's it called? Atomfall Woods. I think that's going to be the play, isn't it? I think I'll wait Atomfall Woods. Let those guys wander off past me. Is there anything? No, I'm good, aren't I? Really would have liked to find another one of those guns though to upgrade. The pistol I've got. Look at that. Clean as a baby's backside. Compared to... well, this knife's actually in pretty good nick as well, but... this pistol, not so much. Molly? So I haven't got the key for the upper part of the sewers off of her, because there's not really much point when there is free access to the lower part down here. Which I did go through this last time. There's a reasonable chance it might have repopulated since my last visit. So we shall be careful. Ooh. They're still protesting at me. Now, I did destroy the rat nest, so hopefully... so there was one in there. And one in there. Hopefully those will stay destroyed. It looks like they have done. See any signs of outlaws, which was the trouble last time. Ah, druids this time. Here's no one else, yeah. There's a druid. Well, it says trespassing, so they will kill me on sight in here, I assume. We'll try to, anyway. Probably get past them without fighting if I want to. There's another one there. Might not be quite so easy as I was hoping. Whatever you say, sweetheart. Baldur's Gate 1, is it? I was trying to track down where it was from. It did seem familiar. It'll be Baldur's Gate 2 that I recognise it from, if anywhere, though. Bye! Nothing personal, but you got a bow, and I want to probably relieve you of it. This is where I'd like to be able to hide the bodies. I say, missed opportunity. Aim, draw, release the fire. Okay. Okay.
Come on! But... Got you now! I'll break you!
You won't. You did a little bit of damage, but you didn't break me. God, the change was way slower than I wanted it to be then. What have you got? Hatchet and some cloth. Average speed, yeah, it's like a shit version of my knife, really, isn't it? On the other hand, I could throw it, so in that regard, not a terrible thing to have on me. How many arrows have I got? 13. Actually not doing too badly, considering I stuck a few in her. Didn't get any back, unfortunately. I'm going to be going through this every time we're getting the key, not safe for trouble. Not really, because the key just brings me in a door up here instead of the bottom door. And I'll still be trespassing either way, so. Last time I was here, it was outlaws in here rather than druids, though. It's like different groups move in and try and use the sewers as a way to move between the various parts of the game. Into the woods. New zone. Atomfall Woods. Markers added to the map. There we go. And I'm here. So that is an old mine, which is rumoured to be where Mother Jago lives. There is the radio tower, smack in the middle. Raider camp rumoured over there. I do remember hearing that. That'll be the dam, I guess. Which I'm guessing this must be leading towards the village. That probably connects to Slattendale. I have a lot of questions right now. Mostly for reasons of framing. Ooh, frames are a bit rough. See how we get on. So I've come out here. Kind of like to see if I can get up there, which would probably involve going that way. Because I think this might, he says, get me access to a room in the sewers there that I couldn't get at previously. Hey, me monkey, how are you doing? There's a phone box over there. Yeah, let's see if we can't. Try that. See if that stabilizes the frames just a little bit, 'cause they're a bit up and down at the moment. Ooh, hello. It's a noise trap, but still. Symbols are interesting. I got a bad feeling about this. That this might be seriously dangerous territory to be sneak into. As in Druid Base or something. So I really wanted to go this way. It's looking more and more like that might not be a good idea. Or as much. Don't know what the heck this is, but sure looks like trouble. No, crap. Oh. What's here? But I feel like it might be a bit of a mature occasion to try and sneak in there. So I don't think this is actually. Maybe this will get me where I'm curious about. Yeah, I thought crossing that barrier line might be the difference. Whew. That was ominous for a minute there. and up and up we go. Left to Windham, right to Golan Keep. There's a castle off that way. I did hear about there being a castle. So Golan Keep, that must be it there. And allegedly, Windham is that way. Which, I mean, is possible, I suppose. I suppose that could be where Windham is. It would mean the map had rotated in a weird manner. Right, north. Yeah, because that's Custerfell Woods. So coming in the north would be very weird with Slattendale being down this way. Like being would make much more sense for that to connect to Windham. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're supposed to drive up this way and then turn around, and that's why the sign says that. Would explain an awfully large amount, actually, now that I think about it. So it looks like Windham should be over there. How freaking cool does that look? Try a quick thing, because I'm just thinking... It's going to tank my frame rate. Yep. But if I then go into photo mode... and get the picture that I want... Should be higher res this way, but don't think it really is much. Okay, so why is it being a douche now? Did it go 70? No, 80 was where I wanted to be, wasn't it? Taking a minute to get itself back into order again. It's still sitting at awfully low frames after I did that. I'm regretting my life choices right now. See if it's not going to sort its shit out in a minute, hopefully. About that. Well, yeah, if that's what happened. We'll have to see, won't we? That must be the dam, I guess. Yeah. That looks very castle-like. Let's bump the frames back up a bit. To see what's occurring. Is there something I can do to improve this? Because... try that and see if that doesn't improve things a little bit. Shadows are not quite as detailed as they were, and it's done basically nothing. Oh, is that a bunch of druids? Probably. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have done anything at all, so I'll undo that. Really want to dip it down that low, but we'll see how that does.
You are troubling. Empty your heretics will die.
Heretics, not heretics. Oh, this is going to be very difficult.
No bugger.
With no frames.
Be more careful, for Christ's
They're
sake.
retreating.
Fine, you keep going. Right, come here.
I'm dead. Oh, I am very dead. I got walloped right off the fucking bridge. And I think a molly got thrown after me. Yeah, the frames absolutely tanked there. I'm going to try restarting the game because this is not, that's not going to work. Wait, reloading has made a difference. Okay, we have life. So it was a worthwhile death. It was a worthy death. I got knocked down the hole. Right. Bit less effing about. That's right. Right. You see the bane of many a gamer. Bane of many a human, I think. Never mind the rest of it.
We cannot feel out your intent. I think they've gone. Your intention. We don't know them. I'm hurt bad.
Be more careful, for Christ. Heck!
Ah, they dodged me.
Oh, I'm hurt bad.
Bloody hell, that was close. That's bad. That's really bad.
Oh, come on. Stop your misery. Ugh. Bloody hell.
Watch out, you'll be all right. It's over for you. Carve them up.
Ooh. Whoa, that nearly went about as well as the last effort, except I am not dead. So let's use one of those. Ooh. See how we do from here. Stickle, not exactly a massive priority. Farming knife. Huh, maybe I didn't need to buy that. I was wondering whether or not my own advice was actually that good. Turns out it was. Oh well. Well. What's the drop button? That. Cool. Molotov might have been a better play then. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Oh well. You know what they say about hindsight, Emily? very cool. Frames are still a bit iffy. So one thing I'm not sure about is this game doesn't seem, I should say, to have DLSS available, which would probably do a better job of the upscaling than the DLSS equivalent built into the game itself. Now, I'm not sure if that's because the game just doesn't have that, or if it's because I'm on Game Pass, because sometimes you can find that just simply the Steam version of game might have DLSS, but the Game Pass version doesn't, which really does kind of suck, I've got to be honest. Yeah, it really doesn't make Game Pass look that much more appealing, does it? Here we go. That looks like a thumbnail if ever I saw one, doesn't it? Yeah, it's definitely smoother. But it's also still a little janky. I knew that phone was going to start ringing.
You have met Miss Tanner.
Yes. Don't trust her, you spying on me? I can't say I trust her.
You should trust no one.
Yeah, you keep telling me this.
You should trust me.
You keep telling me that too, and I don't trust you neither. I do get the vibe that there's quite a... Well, from what I understand, there's like 6 different endings to the game, but quite a lot of different ways to get there, I think. Lost your way. Lost your way. Natural tonics, remedies, and for physical ailments are aimed at spirits. Come to the old mine and cast 4 words. Let Mother Jago guide you. So, yeah, I've already found another one of those in Slattendale. Ominous sound.
We don't know.
That was a trap then, wasn't it? Somehow I survived. Allegedly a road to Wyndham, but I think not. That seems very, very sealed. Yeah, sewer tunnels. Okay, that's going to be worth it. There's the entrance to the sewer tunnels on an upper level, and somewhere I definitely couldn't get to previously. Haven't got a map for this, which is interesting. Green almost implies Customer Woods at this end, doesn't it? Sign sure does. Giant Wickerman effigy of Overground. I didn't notice it yet, but this is the other side of that door that I was trying to figure out how to get into, and I thought I might have to drop in from above, which is why I came this direction. The whole thing was I wanted to get in here, and I did. Could open that door. I'm not going to right now because I can hear druids on the other side of it. I don't see a lot of 43 rounds, okay. Stored up. Yeah, I don't see a lot of reason to want to open this door beyond the door down there. So a tunnel key, keep the interchange dry. Handwritten note under hastily scrawled, schematic of water flow controls. Flow controls must be kept at these levels if we can to keep the interchange dry. Quarantine or no quarantine, I'll send someone down to relieve you once it's all blown over. Don't worry, shouldn't be long. So yeah, there was at least some areas of flooding in interchange, I think. So I'll have to have a look into what it's trying to tell me in a second. Well, I don't know where that went. Yep. Pass. I realised there was something about the signal flow for, like, the water flow for keep the interchange free from flooding, but I don't see any way to affect the flow. Pretty Molotov recipe. The recipe's all over the gaff. Yep, I'm no better informed than I was before, but still, answered one question, didn't it? How are we doing? Oh, crikey, that time already. Bloody hell. Time's winged chariot. Mind you, we did start a little late, didn't we? Ah, that Wicker Man. I was a little distracted by the burning fire at my feet to be looking up at the Wicker Man in the sky. So, the infiltrators. What was it? 27 east, 90.6 north. 27. .6 would be about here, really, wouldn't it? If I wanted to check out Agreen and Co. But we'll want to at some point. Oh, it actually does go on the compass. That's cool. Anything else I would like to do? Well, the Jago is likely to be further off in that direction. Mother Jago seems to be the way to go, so other than that, let's see about heading towards this radio tower. And we can sort of pass a bit further out from that direction. Wonder if the Wicker Man's actually flammable. I'm guessing it's something of a set piece and I can't set it on fire. Just a guess, but...
You have experienced the woods.
That's one word for it.
Avoid the woods when possible. The woods are dangerous. Be careful.
I mean... I don't know who the mysterious voice is. But it does seem possible that it might be Oberon themselves. Although they do say Oberon must die, but that doesn't necessarily mean they either want or expect things to pan out that way. That's so fucking cool. Yeah. Just trucking along. Ah! None of the mountains you see in the background really are real mountains, and Windscale doesn't actually, well, still a field, doesn't actually look like that, obviously. There's a few differences. And all these locations are inspired by rather than actually being real-world locations. But the lines of some of the fells do actually resemble real ones. The positioning of them is not right, obviously, and stuff, but they do look like the shape of real places. Those outlines are definitely familiar to me. Kendall! I know where that is. A591 is probably correct, actually, as well. That's obviously fictional, but... That's my hometown, by the way. I'm not there, so... Don't mind telling you that much. But, yeah, where I'm from. There's another Wicker Man in the woods there. That was full. Wicker Men all over the woods. Don't suppose this is going to work, is it? Nope. I am conspicuously invisible. I do kind of want to take a picture of that tank, but it's just not quite got what I'm looking for in the picture. This, on the other hand, kind of actually does. Now I'm looking at it. IDUI. That. Some cool pictures. An outlaw in the woods. That's a turn of events. How many arrows do I have? 7. Another quick save because I've just faffed around since then. Get off my screen.
Come on. Come on then. I don't stop. Ah, you little banger of hell's teeth. Help me! I'm bleeding.
Damn right you are. Bow. Don't know if I can actually upgrade bows. Doesn't look like I can, actually. What's bothered about the cricket bat? Log, access to this radio tower.
This is Joyce Tanner. Considering how things have gone since the convoy
she's
arrived,
been here.
leaving this message is rather optimistic. But who knows? Maybe there's a Bard technician still alive, able to snap their fingers and give me access to this radio tower. Wretched thing has no power, and there's not much I can do from out here. Look, if anyone is listening to this, I found a place to camp. I'll include the coordinates along with this message.
Remote bunker, nice. So there's something down there that looks interesting. And there's that. If that's an island, I'm wondering if that island is the one that's going to be the DLC. That's for Woods radio tower keycard in bunker L9, and you could probably read that by peering through the window in realistic sense, but J. Recorded message from Joyce Tanner. Keycard. I came out here to get an SOS message out, but the tower console's been locked down. I don't have a keycard to bypass it. I know there's a copy in Bunker L9, but it's been overrun by those horrifying creatures with blue eyes and poison gas leaking from the air duct. Is leaking from the air ducts. Oh dear. Still have to try. If you're reading this and I haven't made it back, please find a keycard and send out a message. It's the only way we're going to get out of this hell. So the bunker is over there. I also want to go this way. So I kind of want to do this and then loop back if I can. I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? I think that'll be the play, just because I might be able to get some better remedies and stuff like that. And there's supposed to be a trader over there as well, who I wouldn't mind getting to, but swimming that river doesn't seem like a great idea. There's a way across there, maybe. Let's see what happens. Druid over there. Considering I've only found... I found a bunch of druids so far, rather. I've only found one that had a bow, which is not ideal. So, because I need arrows. Boatyard, huh? Looks like a boatyard, more like a... Ooh, several bunkers marked. Okay, interesting. I haven't mentioned it already. This game's really fucking cool. Well done, Rebellion. Well done. A couple of Areas that I'd say uncapitalized upon opportunities. But save something for a sequel, I guess. Nice try. Question. What was the what was that tripwire attached to, I wonder? See any grenades? I don't see any noise traps. Feel a little bit robbed, if I'm honest. The accents, yeah, they are definitely a weakness, to be fair. But, there we go, it's that, okay. But to be honest, they do come off more funny than anything else to me. Oh, banter. Boss wants a boat. Harry, boss wants a boat and won't take no for an answer. I think he's correct too. Why bother? Why bother? No one comes back. I think there's something in Mir too, but he won't listen to reason. I'll try and get some of the lads who know how to handle a boat, but it won't be easy. Mike. So I think that's the head of the outlaws wanted a boat. Try and cross, presumably, to get to Windscale. That looks rather like somebody got themselves beheaded on a stump here. A big bit of metal, so they had their head nailed to the stump before the beheading took place as well. That's wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. That's 6 heads that have come off here at least. Feeling less and less good about this by the minute. Don't really need tatties, I guess. The Molly is definitely more appealing. Oh, that's interesting. Way further north than I want it to be. So just in front of me on the left, there we go, a path. Yeah, it seems to be the one. Ducks under the road and heads off in the direction of my house, so yeah.
All as one.
They've got bows. Sorry, lads. I'm just about to go and set me up an ambush.
Your intention be you.
Someone's sneaking around
Time
playing
to
silly
believe.
buggers. Hang on, it's not that bad. I'm shooting.
You're not the only one. Damn it.
Death to unbelievers!
His helmet seems to do better work than you'd think. Well, I got rather badly hurt there. Been worse though. One. Can I upgrade bows? Doesn't look like I can, does it? No. It's nothing, okay. Well, there was one more of them, but maybe I'm wrong. How are we doing for arrows now? 9. Still not as good as I was hoping for, but better. Oh well. Who'd have killed the bullet wins in no time? Well.
All are one, and one are all. Wait a minute. We don't know what you intend.
Let me fill you in, buddy.
Might be nothing, but you are troubling. Eyes open. Be you a threat? Could be anything.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit too much dodgy. Oh dear lord, there's a lot of them.
Your intentions are unclear.
I was going to ambush you, like I did your mates.
Who's there? Gone? Must have spooked them.
Heretic! Into me!
Be more careful, for Christ. You killed him.
Shite. Ooh, that nearly went very poorly. Ooh. Ooh, me. Yeah, there are an absurd number of Welsh folk around here. Let's make a couple of bandages, I think, hadn't I? How many of these guys did my grenade get? A couple, I think. Kind of hoping for more than a couple, but gun oil's nice. A fly-out menu that doesn't require me to press and hold and dive into the menu like that every time would be a nice improvement. A bit like 76 and numerous other games have, but just streamline the procedure a little bit. Unnecessary fight in the end, cost me a whole bunch of resources and I didn't really benefit from it. Bit unfortunate. Yeah. So let's check that out. And we'll see how we're doing for time afterwards, because it's gone 11. Looks problematic. Where's the soldiers? I'm not sure which. Garden centre, huh? It's not ringing, that's interesting. Druids.
You are troubling. Probably
Yeah.
nothing, but better safe than sorry.
Better stay on guard. No more surprises.
All are one, and one are all.
All are one, and one are all.
A whole group of them there that could cluster up.
Are you? We cannot feel out your intent.
Yeah.
Prowling around out there.
My mate. Oh, is that that's a grenade.
No more surprises.
Looks up, looks sharp. Oh, this seems like a bad idea actually, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Depends if they cluster or not. No, they're leaving. Okay, that's alright. So I've got rats in the cellar. That's not good. It's the bees. Right, no room for extra grenades. That's fine. Another of a grenade than a hatchet in the grand scheme, anyway. Knife. Used to have one of those. What's to do with the hatchet? Average damage, fast attack speed. Average damage, fast attack speed, so it's the same. No difference, okay. So, find out what happened to our comrades that were trapped here 5 years ago. Last signal before the blackout originated from here. Yeah, I'm generally in favour of protecting the bees as well, but they are a bit likely to attempt to murder me here, so... in a bit of an us or them kind of a way. Lots of herbs and some tomatoes and some Molotovs in the, you know what, to be honest. In the garden centre. And plants. Food. Requires greenhouse hut key. What hut? Climb in. Oh, I don't know that I like that idea though. Oh, there's the basement door out back. Let's head into the cellar. If I can't avoid them, I can for now. I like the torch. So it's a nice touch. It's not looking remarkable or anything, but yeah, somehow it just complements the atmosphere really well. Which would be why I am remarking upon it. That looks rather like military group. It may have been camping out in here, doesn't it? Sticky bomb recipe, I already know. Worth a lot. What would I ditch in favour of it? Probably the meat, yeah. But that's healing, and well, that's not much healing, is it? It's a negligible quantity of healing. Special operations failed. World has gone mad. Pistol ammo, definitely want that. October 57. Special operations failed. Windscale infiltration seemed to have succeeded. Hello, kitty cat. But then there was a huge explosion. Now the British are walling off the area. We're trapped. Sergeant Kozlov found this cellar to hide in. We've requested extraction, but no response. Agravine is on the outside. Not sure if they hear us. So, Russians, Soviets, trying to investigate Windscale. Well, we did hear ahead of time that they... or in a previous note, rather, that the Russians had taken interest in, from beyond the curtain, in what was happening in this facility built at Windscale. It looks like they sent people in to try and infiltrate. It looks like they may or may not have had a turncoat on their side. Making ribeyes for lunch. That's a hell of a lunch, Gray. What the British have hidden from the world is stupendous and obscene. May God forgive them, I cannot. Ooh. Special operation is a little bit closer than knuckle these days, anyway. Something is happening in the woods. Yesterday we saw people in masks talking nonsense as they built their camp. Today they saw us. Nichev is injured or dead. The masked people dragged him away. Kozlov thinks we should find a new shelter further from these maniacs. I think we should say the world above has gone mad and we're safer if we stay under cover. If our messages meet Sagravine, then they will send someone for us. I know it. Then we can soon be here again, or can still be heroes. Yeah. Nah, mate, you're the bad guys. I mean, it sounds like the British have been up to no good as well, but you're still the bad guys. That's how it works. Ooh. I can hear the voice. February 58. I can hear it now, the voice in the soil. It whispers to me through the cold nights of the English winter. Kozlov is gone. He pored over the map for weeks, talking about a manor house in the Skethermore region. Okay, place where we might find peace from the masked ones, and then he left. I stayed. I long for the homeland. No more. I'm the only one left. We're not alone. We are everything, and the voice is we are everywhere, and the voice is everything. Oh, so the same thing that's influencing the druids was getting to him too. More pistol bullets. Hell yes. Training stimulant, antidotes, and rifle ammo. Okay. We know they read Russian. Assuming that that was in Russian, that may or may not have been the intent. Rebellion had. It'd be kind of fun if it turned out you were actually part of this group and you were a Russian infiltrator who got bonked on the head somewhere and woke up. Maybe this Kozlov person. That would be an interesting turn of events. I think it kind of goes in the face, or flies in the face rather, of what's else Rebellion wanted to achieve, though, so I don't suppose that'll be the case. And it's much more worth having than a knife that I'm only carrying just in case it may be as useful. Yeah, that's cool. Hiding out in this cellar underneath the garden centre. Well, if we're Oberon, that would be interesting. And it seems unlikely, but a bit of a twist. Ooh. Now you say, if we can't have you rejoin the soil, or one of you. Well, that might be a bunker there. Bonk. This one's probably going to move in a second. So, but which way? Seems promising.
Death to unbelievers.
That's not ideal. Give me my bloody knife! Oh. I'm sure you stay down. Quite as smooth as I was hoping for, because I took some damage when I got kicked, but still. A couple of random druids providing me some additional arrows. Some about, I know, 13, that's not terrible. Right now, the only traps I've seen are tripwires, which is fine, but I feel like more advanced things, if there are, would be interesting to see, and if there aren't, another thing to add for the Atomfall 2 list. I'm still not quite sure how they would manage to get an Atomfall 2 out of this. Greenhouse hut key, that was really what I came in for. Ooh, that's very Resident Evil 7. Very Resident Evil 7. There's the brick staircase, actually. Lots of string does make kind of sense at a garden centre now I think about it. Random hardware. I can't apparently take any of that. Take the pistol bullet there. We are waiting for you. Comrade, I'm writing this in the hope that Agravine sent someone to extract us. We're waiting for you behind the house. Area is calling with strange masked cultists. They will kill you on sight. Proceed carefully. Get us out of here, please. Probably is in Russian then, yes. Well, there's the setter at the back. There does seem to be a bunker. Well, there seems to be a bunker over here. I'm guessing the entrance is on the other side, though. Speaking of which, when does it look like visitors will come up on schedule? Yes. Is the answer I've got, MB, to that one? I don't know. I am absolutely going to play it at some point and stream it. There is no two ways about that. This is a thing that I absolutely want to do. The when bit is the question, as always. I'm assuming that is not the island, but it would be interesting if that turned out to be the DLC island. Yeah, the entrance has got to be around the other side, hasn't it? Because right now we've got Vowed and Atomfall on the go, which with Fallout as well really stretches me to my limit. It is possible, depending on the rumours, which don't seem to have done anything right now, but anyway, but don't seem to have amounted to anything, I should say. That there's the entrance. That an Oblivion remake could be imminent. In which case, that really will throw a big spanner in any kind of scheduling. In a good way, of course, but going to see Mother Jago, and then we'll check out that. Well, no, we'll save the bunker for next time, I think. Yeah, so if an Oblivion remake does happen, that'll kind of change my whole plan for the summer. If it doesn't happen, then the plan is probably The Witcher 3, because I really want to play that. And then we'll see after that. Old mine. Definitely looks like an old mine, alright. Welcome to Traders.
Hello! A new face! Come closer. I don't bite. Don't mind me. Everybody knows Mother Jago around here. I mean no harm. Folks that find their way to me are usually in need of something.
That is an
What's on your
amazing
mind,
hat.
dear? Perhaps I can help.
Rat skulls on it and flowers. Found a leaflet, led me to you. Passing through, but nice to meet someone who doesn't want to kill me. Not about to trust a stranger. Plenty of dangerous ones around here. Can't remember anything before I wake up. I'll take in all the help I can get. Let's be friendly. You know what? Actually, let's follow the leaflet because it's got a marker next to it, so I think that'll be interesting.
Oh, you found it. Lovely. Sorry, the directions were a bit vague. I have to keep my head down, you see. Certain soldier types from the village don't take kindly to more, let's say, traditional practices. Town bred, you see. I provide remedies and tonics where I can for those that most need them. And I can offer some other supplies too. Have a browse if you like.
I'm not sure what her accent is either, but it's not the most jarring one I've heard. The Welsh accents, again, on the soldiers fine, but on the locals, like the cultists, who are supposed to be locals, the Welsh accent on them is just like, no. That's herbalist in Casterfell Words called Mother Jago. Mrs. Baxter said you had a tonic that would help her husband. You live all the way out here. Hearing voices, can you help? Confused, feeling kind of lost, and like to try. Mrs. Baxter said you had a tonic to help her husband.
Ah, yes. How is her husband doing? Not so well, I wouldn't wonder. I can only hope my mixture helped to ease his pain. My own recipe. A good few years in the perfecting. Only thing is,
Sure can,
I'm
ancient,
all
yeah.
out of the makings of it. And the recipe itself, well, the folks in the woods have it now. You've met 'em, mayhap. The druids in the masks? They live in the castle ruins off to the southeast of here. If you want the recipe for the tonic, that's where you need to go. Into the castle.
I think I need to go there anyway. That's cool. I'll see if I can find it. This is going to be dangerous, isn't it? Why do the druids have your recipe?
Oh, they've taken an interest in my work, came by a few weeks ago and left with some of my things. It's no surprise.
Not by
they
position,
like their
permission, I
herbalism
shouldn't
too.
imagine.
And if you're heading that way, there's something I would ask of you. In exchange for the help I have given, let's say.
You're not giving me much help
Druids
yet.
have something of mine, my herbalism book. I'd like it back. Nothing worth killing over, you understand. But I would like it back. They probably got it stowed
So she wants me
away
to sneak
somewhere
into
in
their
the
castle, Christ. Could be challenging. You live all the way out here.
Oh, I used to live in the village. That was until the soldiers moved in and started playing silly beggars. I left before they could chuck me in that jail of theirs. Made this my home soon after. But I like it here. You're closer to the earth in this place. Never felt any great urge to go back to Wyndham.
After 5 years, she must be doing all right. Hearing voices lately. Can you help?
Have? Well, you don't appear to have taken on too badly. That's promising. Very promising indeed. I can help you a mite. There's a special tonic that will ease the burden of those voices and keep the infection down for a short time. My own recipe. A good few years in the perfecting. Only thing is, I'm all out of the makings of it. And the recipe itself, well, the folks in the woods have it.
Same situation, yeah.
You've met 'em, mayhap. The druids in the masks? They live in the castle ruins off to the southeast of here. If you want the recipe for the tonic, that's where you need to go. Into the castle.
Cool. Thank you. I'll see if I can find it. Quite lost around here.
Still getting the hang of these woods, eh? Well, maybe I can help you with that. Like the rest of the zone, we've got our share of outlaws, and things that bite and sting if you get too close. Then there are the druids, the mask wearers, out in the thickest part of the woods. They've set up a little camp there in the ruins of the old castle. They hear what they call the voice in the soil, and, well, worship it, I suppose you'd say.
Keep my distance from the druids?
Their customs aren't what city folk would call civilized, it's true. Not for the faint-hearted. Not at all.
Okay, I was hoping for a bit more information, but anyway. I'd like to trade. Okay, so she's got spores, tomatoes, some bandages, and a whole bunch of antidotes. How do you feel about sticky bombs? Very interesting. Honestly, I don't think she's really got anything I want to buy. Antidote recipe, maybe. Have a spare bow. What else do I have that I don't need? Some G ammo. I don't suppose she particularly wants that. She doesn't not value it. Apparently I've got 2 of those. I'm doing a little bit too well. Enough storage space in my backpack, huh? Actually. Anything else I'd like to get rid of? Really, no. That's fine with me.
Fairly done, and we're both happy.
So, I could get the other bandage off. That's probably not a terrible idea. Anything I'd like to trade for it? Yeah, with the submachine guns. Ammo, I think. And probably he's tempted by shotguns, actually, for some use cases. I might hang on to that if I can. Grenades, mollies. I think I'd rather... I'll sell one of those. Ooh, she seems to like those. And keep the ammo as well. Works for me. Don't know if I need the spores. I don't know what I might need the spores for, but I think we're decent there. And after she's got the antidote. I'm not too worried about that.
All done.
Cool.
Take care, won't you?
Nice. See if I can't.
To see you again, dear.
See if I can't make a move somewhere else and get a better picture of her.
Take care.
Yeah, thought she might do that once I pressed the button.
A pleasure to see you again, dear. Take care, won't you?
There we are. I'll get a couple of cool pictures. So, to elaborate on your question, Ancient, yes, you absolutely can do very, very evil things in this game. You can technically do a kill everybody in the you meet run if you want, and you should still be able to make it to the end of the game. I don't know if you can actually do a pacifist run. Maybe. Be difficult, but you could do it. Interesting to see if it is doable, I guess. But, yeah. Let's just make sure I stick that in front of me and then I know what's going on when we're back in tomorrow. Yeah, that one. That can probably go, I think. Yes. So, for one evening, I think it's about that time. Ooh, well, it's technically past that time, but we started late anyway, so that's fine. Ugh. Yeah, fun. Definitely enjoying this game a lot. Deeper into the woods tomorrow. We have to get into the Druid's Fort for our next big thing. The castle, the camp there, anyway. I find this recipe book and the recipe for this antitoxin. And then we'll see what else we've got on the job list. We need to get into the dam to find batteries, and we need to do some other bits and pieces as well. And there's at least 2 bunkers I want to explore as well. Yeah, the radio tower, so there's that. Lots and lots to do in Casterfell Woods at the moment. And that's going to be our next objective tomorrow night, which should be fun. Yeah, otherwise, 2 videos went up today, so if you want something to watch for a little while afterwards, then new camp build, and as well as what's happening in Fallout over the weekend, because there's a lot happening in Fallout over this weekend, so yeah. That's something you're interested in, then both videos up on the channel. Do check them out. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back to this tomorrow, and maybe a best build video at the weekend, maybe early next week. We'll see. I've done 2 videos. We'll see what happens in one day. So maybe, well, I could wait till Saturday probably for a best build video. That would be reasonable, and there'd be a couple of days between, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Obviously, still open-ended on what the heck's happening with certain rumoured games and stuff, so we'll find out when we find out. Yeah, it'll be good. Definitely enjoying this. The accent's a bit of an issue, bunch of untapped opportunities like hiding bodies and a few other bits and pieces that would be good to sort of see in a future follow-up to this game, which I really hope happens, although how is sort of beyond me at the moment. We'll see how the story progresses. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's time to chill before I crash out, because it's been a fairly long day. So, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. You know where the buttons are if you haven't already. Likes and subs and notification bell, all that good stuff, very much appreciated. Social media links in the description if you want to check that out. And channel memberships below the stream as well if you want to support the channel. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, good fun. We'll dive back into this tomorrow and see what happens with the escapades with the druids we get up to. It should be cool. So, until then, have yourselves a good rest of the evening. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Thank you all for hanging out. And yeah, we'll have a good one tomorrow as well, I hope. So, till then, see you next time. Nah, folks. See ya.
It